Alright guys, hi Pinky, thanks. This is the very first question and I'm waiting for others to join. Siddharth said hi Siddharth, thanks for joining. Let's just wait for others to join and then we'll move to the next question. Till then you guys can try this one. This is just for the warm up. We'll have the next question soon. We can see there is a cyclic quadrilateral and we need to solve for the value of x and y. And Pinky I think has already given a comment, or let me just check it whether it is correct or not. She's saying 3x is equals to 180, x is equals to 60 and x is equals to y plus 20, so x is going to be 40. All right, that's correct, but let's just wait for a few more participants to join the session. Pinky say you have throat problem. No, my throat is fine properly. It's working properly. Maybe your speaker dropped the volume. Maybe it could be the possibility. Am I audible now, Pinky? Alright guys, so this is the first question. As I said, we need to solve for x and y. One of the users has already given the first answer. And Pinky, am I audible? Okay. So let's see how many of you can answer this. I have received answer from one of the users, but if there is any other approach you want to share guys, or once you are going to give the correct answer along with the explanation, we'll move to the next. Pinky is asking why there are so less people. I don't know what is happening these days. Usually most of the users, like, they participated. Is this the old lesson? No, this is not the old lesson. We are going to have the new question today. This is just the first question and we are just having a warm-up question and we are waiting for others to join. Till the time they are joining, you can answer this one. Kushagra, you are right. A is going to be x, which is going to be half of 2x. Alright guys, let's just not wait time. I'm going to give the explanation for this, as Pinky has already given the answer for this. Kushagra has said, he mentioned that if this is 2x, this is the center angle, right? Center angle is 2x. So this is going to be half of it. So this is going to be x. Now think about the ABCD, which is a cyclic quadrilateral. So what we can do that 2x plus this x, they are going to be supplementary. So 2x plus x is going to be 180, and using this you'll be getting x as 60 degree. Now after this, you have multiple approaches. You can either use this angle or apply linear pair property, or you can do one more thing, that this x is the angle found between the alternate segment. This x is going to be directly equal to this external angle. So I can write that y plus 20, which is the exterior angle of the cyclic quadrilateral, is directly equal to x. And for x we have already solved that x is 60. So your y is going to be 40 degrees. X is 60 and y is 40. Alright. So this one is done. Let's just move to the next question. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Give me a minute. I'm going to change the question for you guys. Wait for a sec. Let's have this one. Ravindra saying 60. This is going to be the new question and we haven't shared any thoughts on this. We need to solve for the value of x, guys. And I'm not going to give any input from my side for this particular question. I need the answer along with the correct explanation. Good evening, Sagar. We need to solve for the value of x here. And I am waiting for the correct explanation along with the correct answer, guys. So don't just write the answers only. I do need the explanation. Okay, Black Avenger was writing the explanation for the previous question. That was correct, Black. Here we have the next question. We need to solve for the value of x. I am waiting for the correct answers along with the correct explanation. This is the new question. We haven't discussed this question before. So I want all of you to participate. Vipin is saying 76. Vipin, are you saying 76 for this particular question? Like one which is right now on the screen, or for the previous one? So whatever the answer you are giving, guys, I need the explanation for this, right? I don't need the answers only. I'm waiting for the correct explanation. Take your time, think about it. Not solvable. If it is not solvable, then I won't have been asking this question here. This is solvable, but let's see how many of you are going to solve this. Guys, if you don't know how to solve, don't say it like it's not solvable. Actually, it is solvable. MJ is straight line. No, MJ is not a straight line. It is clearly visible. Look, it's going like this and then it is bending somewhere like this. It's not a straight line. Anish is here. Take your time, think about it. This is just the second question and I want like at least 2 to 3 users to give the answer for this one. Guys, I am having so many of questions today. Black Avenger has given the explanation. Vipin, answers, you are just writing the answers maybe, and I don't need answers. Arc MJK, wait a minute, I'm reading MKJ, is going to be 160, that's correct. Arc JNL is going to be 256. Arc ML is going to be yes, that's correct one, but I'm looking for something else. Black Avenger, your explanation is correct. You use the arc like approach. We solve for the arc. We have the angle subtended by the arcs at the circumference. Let's just wait for a few more to give the answer if they could be able to solve this. "48" is incorrect. If you are writing it as 48, you need to give the explanation also. However, 48 is incorrect, guys. Angle made by the arc MJ is 80, double of 80 JNL, and then minus them, that is 56. Alright, you can do that. Correct. No. "48", yes. I was about to say, you made a calculation error there. I think now you will get the correct answer. Right? No need to be sorry about it. Alright guys, I'm going to give the explanation for this. Whatever the explanation you guys has already given, right? 56 is the right answer. Let's see how 56 is going to be the correct answer. 46 is incorrect, Ragman. 56. Look, what my approach is and how I am going to approach, because what Black Avenger or one of the user has given, like BL4ZE, what they have done, that could be confusing to others, but I'll be using the complete angle case. We know the sum of the entire angle is going to be 360. Complete angle is 360, right? Now if this is 80, this is the angle subtended by ML. This MJ is going to be, or we can say this entire angle is going to be 180, double of this 80. So this is going to be 160, but I am not interested in this entire angle. Let's say I'm interested in this much angle only. So this would be 160 minus x, right? Let's keep it simple. Why to have the overlapping angles, correct? Now see, if this is 128, this is on this JL, so this angle is going to be how much? This is going to be 256. Now forget about this x. I'm not thinking about anything about x. I already have x in this expression. This angle is 256. This much is 160 minus x. So I do have 256 plus 160 minus x, right? And this is directly going to be equal to 360. I formed an equation, and using this equation I can solve for the value of x directly, right? This is forming complete angle. This much is 256 and this is 160 minus x already. I hope it is clear to all of you. The value of x that you are going to get from after solving this equation is going to be 56 degree, and 56 is the right answer. I hope it is clear to everyone. Anyone having any doubt in this, you can ask. I can repeat that. Or else if it is clear, then we'll move to the next question. Hariom is saying, how did 256 come? Look, this is 128. This angle is 128. It is the angle at the circumference. Then the angle subtended by the same arc at the center is going to be this much. It's going to be double of it, right? It's going to be 256. Correct? Hariom, is it clear now? Angle subtended by the arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference. Alright guys, I think it is clear. Pinky has already mentioned that it's correct. Alright, let's move to the next question. Let's see how many of you can do this. This is going to be an easy one, I think, for you guys. Let's have this one. We have multiple variables here. We need to solve for like J, K, M, Q, R, P, N, everything. So I need the correct answer along with the correct explanation. 7 variables are there and you need to solve for each and every variable. So I'm waiting for 3 to 4 users to give the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Just give me a minute. Seven variables are there, guys. So I'm expecting all of you are going to attempt this. N is 30. Did I missed any of the comment? No. It's not given that it is a parallelogram, but it is a cyclic quadrilateral for sure. J is 90 because angle made by a semicircle at the circumference. J is 90 because supplementary opposite. Okay, you can do that. Correct. Look, for this particular question, there are multiple approaches and all of you are giving the correct answer and all of you are using different approaches. That's good. So good to see. All right. M is 60. K is using angle sum property 49. Vikram, not VMP. All of you are giving the correct answers. Raghavan is there. Raghavan said K is 49. Q is 60 by angle sum. Q is 60 or yes. Sagar Gupta J 90. K 49 using angle sum property. M is going to be 60. Q is also going to be 60. R is 120. That's correct. P is equal to N is equal to 30. Pinky has given the correct answer. Not VMP is correct. All right. So all of you has given the correct answer. So I'll not be explaining this one. I don't think there is any need of explanation for this particular question. Let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do that. Shall we move to the next question directly, guys? Anyone having any confusion with any of the variable and want me to discuss anything? Black has given the correct explanation. Yes, you are right. All right, guys. Let's just have the next question. See, we need to solve for the value of x here. And I want to know your approach, guys. We are given with the semicircle. PS is for sure is going to be the diameter of the semicircle. Given with this particular angle, which is 34, we need to solve for the value of x. Take your time and give me the answer along with the correct explanation. Arc QP is equal to arc QR. Yes, I have highlighted it already that this QP arc is equal to this QR. This is mentioned here. Guys, whatever the answer you are going to give, I need the correct explanation along with it. Take your time, think about it. Not VMP saying 22, random is saying 22, QSP is going to be what? Wait, QSP is also going to be 34. Okay. Right. Correct. 26 Hariom Lodi, 26 is not correct. 22 is the right answer. That's great, great. All of you has given the correct explanation. 22 correct. QSP is also 34. Yes. Okay. I can see that all of you are using only one of the approach. Black Avenger has used something else, and Random Dude, he did something else. He used the arc, they used the arc, and you guys are using the angles. Okay. One of the same thing. I'll give the explanation. I'll give the brief explanation for this. Now you can see guys here, if these two arcs are going to be equal, the angle subtended by these two arcs are also going to be equal. So for this particular arc, it is given as 34. For this arc is also going to be 34. Now this entire angle, if I'm going to say this entire angle is going to be 68, and this PS is the diameter, so we know that the angle at the circumference is going to be right angle. Using the angle sum property, that x plus 90 plus 68, you can solve for the value of x. Other thing that you can do, the second approach, now this is the angle at the circumference, then the angle at the arc is going to be double of it, so this is going to be 68. Similarly, this is also going to be 68 because they are equal, and now this angle is x, so angle formed by this arc is going to be 2x. Now use this, the sum of 2x plus these 268 is going to be equal to the angle measure of semicircle, which is 180. So you can use this approach also, right? So using this also, you will be getting the value of x as 22 degrees, and your answer for x is correct. All right, let's just have the next question, and I do need the correct explanation for this along with the correct answer. Wait a minute. Let's have this. How QSP is 34? Because the arc measures are equal, so QSP, the angle subtended at the circumference, must also be equal. Sagar Gupta, why only geometry? Because geometry is not going to take that much of time while solving. If I'm going to give you like algebraic or trigonometric expression or the question from calculus, then it's going to take so much of time, and we'll get stuck at one of the problem maybe, right? ABE value is not clearly visible, right? Say ABE is x. We need to solve for this. This is x. We need to solve for the value of x. This angle is x. Okay, Weaviz is here. Hi, Weaviz. Random Dude has given the correct explanation. That's commendable. He has given a detailed explanation. 10, 10, 10, 10. I can see most of you guys are participating today. That's good to see. X is equal to 10. All right. Afan has given the correct answer. Viviz has given the correct answer. Black Avenger has given the correct answer. EOA is going to be 20. Vikram. Okay. Let's see. All right. I can see all of you has given the correct answers. I'll give you a short description about this. Now, this is 45, right? This is the angle subtended by this arc DE. So this angle of the arc is going to be double of it, right? So this is going to be 90 degree, this much arc. This is going to be 90. Similarly, if this was x, the angle subtended by this arc is going to be 2 of x, double of x, correct? So now this central angle, this much angle is 250, so the remaining one is going to be 360 minus 250, it's going to be 110. And I told you in all of the theorems, like the angle subtended by the arc, this arc is same as the angle subtended at the centers. So what I can write, that 2x plus 90 is equal to 110. and on solving this I'll be getting the value of x as 10. So guys, correct answer is x plus 10. X is equal to 10. Few users, I think I can see that one or two users has given the answer as 20 degrees. So 20 degrees is incorrect. X is equal to 10 is the right answer, guys. And I hope it is clear to you all of, right? Shall we move to the next, guys? Let's have the next question then. Let's have this. Now this time this is not from geometry. Pradeep is saying 10. Yes, random, you are right. They forget to divide it by 2. We need to simplify this, and I want you guys to give the simplified answer for this one with the correct explanation. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Take your time. Now this is about Sagar who said like why geometry, because this algebra is going to take that much of time and it is not going to get explained by you guys in the comment box, right? So how you guys will be able to give the explanation for this? I'm looking for the explanation along with the answer, guys. I'm not looking for the answers only. Numerator. Take n is equal to 0. No, you can't take n is equal. Why you are taking n is equal to 0? Random saying the numerator is 5 raised. Random, you made a mistake somewhere. Yes. With this 10 is not correct. Sagar Gupta, you can share your explanation that how you have approached. RS Negi 10 is incorrect. Now random dude has given the correct answer. We can remove 5 raised to power 3n from numerator and denominator. Yes. Yes, Vikram. It's so stressful. That's why I don't give algebraic problems. I don't give arithmetical problems because it becomes stressful sometimes. Okay, don't write. But what I'm going to share like this, I'm not going to give the each and every step because that's going to be so hectic for me also. What I'm going to do like this 125 can be rewritten as 5 raised to power 3, and along with this we have n plus 1, so we can write it as 3n plus 3, right? And similarly for here, this can be rewritten as 5 raised to power 3n. This 5 raised to power 3n plus 3 can be expanded as 5 raised to power 3n into 5 raised to power 3. And using this approach, similarly here also this can be written as 5 raised to power 3n into 5 raised to power minus 1. Correct? You can take 5 raised to power 3n common from the numerator and denominator. They will get cancelled out. And in the numerator you will be having 5 raised to power 4 plus 5, and in the denominator you will be having 3 only. Correct? So what you are going to get, you will be getting 630 because 5 raised to power 4 is 625 plus 5 630 upon 3. On simplification your answer is going to be 210. Yes, Sagar is correct. 210 is right. Pradeep Rao, I think you are not the new users and I have blocked you from the other channel, I think, for the one purpose only that you keep on giving the answers only, right? So I don't want answers only. Let's have one more question. This is going to be very simple. Yes, Vikram, I understood it. So I didn't need any explanation for that question. This is very simple. I want you to give the answer as soon as possible. Anish is here. Sagar said the answer correct. Yes. Yes, Pradeep, you are right. Vikram is right. 5.54 is the right answer. Correct, correct, correct. 5.54, 5.54. Pradeep, I already took your name. 5.54 is the right answer. Yes, you are right. Black Avenger has given the correct explanation. Right. Okay, guys. Now, what we need to do, I'm going to give the brief explanation for this. We'll move to the next question directly then. 1.84, Vikram, it is 1.84, not 1.85. This is like a into a into a. This is like a cube, and this term is b cube. And at the denominator, we'll be having a square, b square, and minus ab, right? This a cube, b cube can be rewritten as, the formula is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. So these terms will get cancelled out. We will be left with only a plus b for this particular expression. So a is 2.4 here and b is 1.3, and along with this we have this also. Adding all of them together will give you 5.54 as the answer. So this is your answer. Let's move to the next question. All of you has given the correct answer already. Let's have the next question. Let's see how many of you can do that. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Now for this question. No, Raghavan, people have seen this question before. I haven't shared this question before, but that question was very common. They are like experienced now. Yes, Vikram, this is the evening one, and if you were there, to I want you to give the explanation along with the correct answers. Let them do. Yes, Pinky, you are right. Don't, for those who need the correct answer, like we already know, Vikram and Pinky, don't write the explanation for this. I'm just waiting for them to give the correct answer, and let's see how many of them are going to give the correct answer. Vikram, I did give the explanation. I shared two approaches. I think you skipped the session so early. I have given the two explanations there. One was shared by one of the users and other was by me. I gave the explanation. We have Ashdeep who's saying like x is equal to 50, but yes, you left it maybe. X is not 50. Guys, whatever the answer you are giving, I don't need the answer. Is it 50? Is it 40? Is it 30, 35, 15? Whatever you are writing, I need the explanation with that answer. Don't write the answer directly. I need the explanation this time. For this particular question, I don't need the answer directly. 30, whatever, I don't know whether it is correct or not. So random dude has given the explanation. Okay, we'll come back to this. Saksham is saying 50. Okay, Ashdeep is saying he figured out his mistake. That's okay. Wrong answers are acceptable if you are giving your explanation with this. I don't have problem with wrong answers. I have problem with only answers, like comments with having only answers. I don't need those. Okay, Black Avenger has also given the explanation. Great. D is going to do. Correct. Saksham is saying tell. 50 is incorrect. Hariom 60 is incorrect. Saksham is writing tell. Saksham, are you giving orders to me right now? Because you are just writing 50 degree as your answer. I want at least 1 or 2 users to give the correct answers. 1 or 2 more. Ambati Suraj 50 degrees incorrect. Take your time. Webbiz is saying 35. Webbiz, no explanation, no answers. Pro all-rounder saying AEB is 90. 90 plus AEB. Let me check. AEB is 90. Okay. 90 plus 40 equal to 130 equal to 50. AEB is 90. This is 90. This entire angle is not 90. I don't know how you are working right now. Yes, we have someone to give the correct answers, sir. Okay. All of you are doing, most of you has, Viz is also saying join OD. Vikram is on the right track. Like Black Avenger has given the correct explanation. Random Dude has given the correct explanation. He also used the construction work. Only Black Avenger didn't use the construction, and I am also not going to prefer the construction. Look here guys, we have wasted so much of time on this. Let's have this. See here, you will get to know a new approach for this for sure. Now let's talk about this. First of all, I'm going to highlight this particular arc. Now this x is the angle subtended by this arc at the circumference, right? Guys, don't write any any comment right now because I'm not reading it at this time, and for me it's going to be very difficult if I'm going to read all those comment after this. Afan, your answer is correct and your explanation is also correct. I'm going to give that same explanation for this. If this is x, this is going to be 2x, right? Angle at the, this is an angle at the circumference, then the angle of the arc is going to be double of it. Similarly, if this is 40, the angle made by this arc ED is going to be 80, right? And what about DB? Let's say this, we name this DB arc as B, right? So what I'm going to get, I'll be getting like, let's just name this 2x as A for making two equations. So my equation is going to be like A plus 80 plus B is equal to 180 degree, because this is just a semicircle. This entire is what? This is semicircle. So what it was A, it was B, and this was 80. From this I'm going to get an equation that A plus B is going to be 100, right? I have an equation that A plus B is equal to 100. Now see here, I'm going to erase the extra thing which is not required. Let's see. Let me just erase this for you guys so that you will have a better visual and you will get a better understanding. For those who are joining my session regularly, they are aware of this theorem now, that if tangent or secant, or if two secants intersect at a point exterior to the circle, that the angle at intersection, this angle at intersection, is half of the measure of the intercepted arc. So this angle is going to be half of measure of the difference between intercepted arcs. So the intercepted arcs are this, these are the intercepted arc AE and B. So this is going to be half of the difference between A and B. So this angle is what? 20. So from here I'll be getting another equation which is going to be A minus B is equal to 40. So we have two equations. One is A plus B is equal to 100. Another is A minus B is equal to 40. Using these two equations, or we can say adding these two equations, I'll be getting 2A is equal to 140, or A is going to be 70. Now what was A? A was this angle. This arc was A, and this was nothing but 2x, right? I named it as A, but what was the exact measure? It was 2x. So I can write that 2x is equal to 70, or my x is going to be 35 degree directly. We need not to use any construction. We can use it this simple properties and theorem, and that's it. We got the correct answer. 40 is incorrect. X is 35. Afan is right. All right, I can see you. Was my approach is right? By the time I realized it was too late. Yes, your approach was also right. Your steps was correct. Shashi said, Pradeep said understood. Shashi's got the concept. Guys, whatever the answer you are given, like 35, you gave the answer as 35. You use the construction. Some of you like join these line, right? They solve for this angle or this angle. All of them are right. They are getting the answer 35. I am not saying random dude has used the construction work. His explanation was correct, but that was a bit lengthier one, right? Arshdeep, maybe it's your first session here, because I have been discussing this property from the very first day we have started these sessions, right? You'll get to learn day by day. We are going to have some new question on this property, and then this property will get fit in your mind. Saksham, you are right. Can we go to the next question? Yes, Adarsh, I hope this is clear. Yes, Saksham, you are right, but we are done with this question, so we'll move to the next question then. Give me a minute. I'm going to give you the next question. Wait a sec. Let's have this. Guys, this is the next question we need to solve for value of x and y. AEB. What was AEB? Previously he mentioned AED, I think. Pro all-rounder, we are at the next question. X is 35. We are done already. We are at the next question. Okay, you are writing for this. X is 35. Okay, got you. I think you guys are still at the previous question. Okay, you guys are done with X. We need for the Y using the angle sum property. Okay. What is the value of Y? Y is 95. Pro all-rounder is saying Y 95. Vipesh is correct. Ashdev is correct for X. Y is 145, incorrect. Ragman, Y is not 145. 95, Y is okay. You are just writing the answer, guys. I am not going to take it. If you are writing it as 145 or 95 also, for X you have given the correct explanation, that's fine. But no one is giving an explanation for Y, and I don't need the answers. I need the explanation for that. 117.5, the angles aren't labeled, so might not be able to give a good explanation. Yes, I'll be labeling the answer for angles for you, each and every point. Let's say we'll name it as A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is O, and this point is P. Now you guys can give the explanation. Why is not 95? Afan has given the answer, like he has given the explanation also. That's good. Correct. Okay, we do have Vivis. Adarshkar, your answer is incorrect. Why is not 95, Adarshkar? Why is not 65, JPG? That is incorrect. We have Shashi. Shashi says total is 2y is 170. Okay. Okay. Right. That's fine. Shashi, your explanation is correct. Vashdeep is saying OCD is going to be OCD. OCD is equal to EOD. Why? Why OCD is equal to EOD? Y is equal to 170. Yes, Raghavan, you are right. Your explanation and answer is correct, Raghavan. Already you have given the correct answer. Y is 179. No. Who is writing 179? Vikram? ODC is 85. ODC. Guys, why you are doing that? Don't complicate it. It is very simple. Mohan has given the correct answer. No. Vikram, 170 is incorrect. How can you think like it is going to be an angle bisector? It could be a possibility, na? Let this angle is 70 or this is 85. Like it could be a possibility also, like this is 70, this is 85. How you are thinking like this? This is going to bisect it, Vikram? Adarshkar, 95 भी नहीं होगा, गलत है. Yes, you got it correct. Vikram, you got my point. 170, you are writing it wrong. X is 50, Y is 65. Y is not 65, JPG. Your explanation is, I need the explanation if you are getting it as 65. Okay guys, we have wasted so much of time on this. I think Anish has given the answer. Okay, see here guys, now I'm going to erase everything. Let's just erase this name. See here, for X is very simple. You guys just did this, like this is 70, this is also 70, vertically opposite angle, and using the angle sum property you got the value of x. The x was nothing but it was 35, right? Now see here, look here carefully. I'm going to highlight everything. India is why is it not 85? That's incorrect, right? Neha, 155 is incorrect, 145 is incorrect. Look here guys, don't comment now. This is 35, correct? Now if this is 35, this is the angle subtended by this arc, this much arc at the circumference. Then the angle subtended by the same arc at the center would be double of it. So if this was 35, then the angle at the center, this angle at the center, this angle, this would be how much? This would be double of x. So x was 35, this would be 70. Now think about this angle. This was y. Then the angle subtended by the arc at the center, this is the angle at the circumference. Angle at the circumference is y. So this angle is going to, this entire angle is going to be 2y, double of it. So what I'm going to get, that 2y is equal to 170 plus 70 plus 30, right? So it is 170 plus 70 plus 30, which is going to be how much? This is going to be 270. So your y is going to be 35 direct, 135 directly. I hope it is clear to you guys. If it is not clear, just let me know. This particular angle is 70 degree because this is a double of it. Now this entire angle is how much? This is 2y. Pro rounder is saying no, not clear. Where you are facing the problem, look here. I'm going to give the explanation for you again. Look, this is the angle at a circumference, and we know there is a theorem that the angle subtended by the arc at the circumference, this is going to be double, right? Angle at the center is going to be double of the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference. So for this angle, for this y, this is the arc, this one is the arc, this entire angle is the arc, right? So this would be the angle at the center, this would be 2y. And what is this angle? This is 2y, and this is 170, this is 30, and this much is double of this x. This is 2x. It was x was how much? X was 35, so this is going to be 70. So add all these angles, which is going to be 270. This is equal to 2y. You'll be getting the y as 135. Okay, clear. Now it is clear. Okay, Pradeep, so understand. All right guys, let's move to the next question, or maybe the last question of today's session. Let's have the last question, or maybe we can have one more, but let's see. It's totally on your participation. Wait a minute. We did this, we already did this one. Let's have this. Yes, especially we do this daily. We are having the daily session. Actually, Pradeep, I already mentioned trigonometry questions can be asked, but we can work on the application of trigonometry, but explanation is going to be very difficult for you guys. You guys won't be able to write the explanation for trigonometry questions. Yes, Vikram, this is an evening one. You need not to answer this. Yes, Vikram. You were there in the previous session. I know. Yes, Pinky, you are right. Thanks for that. Thanks for understanding that. Anish is saying 48. So whatever the answer, guys, you are giving, just give the explanation along with it. Perimeter is 32, so the hypotenuse is x. Bottom side is divided by 2. We are looking for the left side, and it's going to be 16 minus x. Using the Pythagorean theorem, you can solve for the x, so the area is 48. Correct. Is it a segment? Is what? Mohan, you deleted your comment. Sir, we can solve angle problems using, what is this? Are you writing prakar? Don't just say like Pythagorean theorem is satisfying this, because if it is going to be like a step on step marking, so we do need the steps. Half into base into height is 48. Okay, I hope it is clear for everyone, because all of you has given the correct answer already. So I won't be able to, I should not give the explanation. I have explained in one of the previous sessions already. Let's have the last question then. I will be giving you one more question. It is clear, yes, Ashley. Let's have the last question then. Wait a minute. I'll be giving it from one of my previous sessions. Let's have this. Yes, Hariom, you can use it, but in exam you need not to give the angles only, because what is the problem, Hariom, that most of the time the geometrical problems are not drawn up to the correct scale, right? So that's the problem. Black Avenger, your explanation for the previous question was correct. Pro all-rounder is saying x is equal to 25, x is not 25. Alright guys, this is going to be the last question for today's session, and I'm just waiting for one or two participants to answer this along with the correct explanation, and once I'm going to receive that, we'll move to the next question. X is not 18, I guess. No. No one is there to give the correct answers, guys. X is not 24. We draw a line to make it a right rectangle, and hypotenuse is 25. Let's be the y with the radius. Okay. X is not 18. X is not root 5. X is not 18 pro all-rounder. Writing the same answer one y again and again will not make your answer correct. Take your time, think about it. X is 24 as quadrant is a parallelogram. Eh? Who says that? It's not a parallelogram. Is it looking like a parallelogram? Not at all. This is not looking like a parallelogram at all. This is a quadrilateral, and we can say it is not even a trapezium, I would say. Shridev, it's not. Duck is here. Pro all-rounder 7. 7 is not the right answer. Derry is saying 7. 7 is incorrect. Guys, don't just give the random comments. Like, why you are like just writing anything? If you don't have explanation, how you are writing it as a 20, 21, whatever you are writing? Give all the counting numbers then. X is 15. Okay. So guys, whatever Raghavan is saying now, he is into X into 15. But why does it full condition of parallelogram? Parallelogram says the opposite sides must be parallel. Parallelogram opposite sides, is it like, is this side is parallel to this? Who is that guy? I forgot the name. Like, Porsche has given the correct explanation for this. We have one user. Or else Raghavan is just writing the answer. He keep on writing the answer only. Wilhelm, we had Alairi 2002. He has also given the correct answer. But no explanation. Hello, Raghavan is saying hence x square is 225. The radius must be 20. Okay. But how every one of them is going to understand that how radius is going to be 20? I was answering for the question like, where was it? 9 is not the correct answer, Sushil. I forgot the name of the person. Bhardwaj is correct. Where is he? Yes, I was answering for Ashdeep. He is saying why this is not a parallelogram. Look, this side is not even parallel, looking like a parallel. These opposite sides are not even parallel to each other. How you are claiming it to be a parallelogram? Right? Black Avenger is correct. Okay, guys. Let me just explain. I'll be explaining it because screen is my limitation. I'm not going to draw the entire thing. Let's just make a mirror image of it. Let's just make a semicircle like this. I can't go beyond this, so I'm making it like this, right? First of all, solve for this segment. Draw a segment, this segment. This is going to be surely 25 using the Pythagorean theorem, right? Now, if I'm going to extend this line further, so these two are going to be congruent angles, a congruent triangle. This triangle and this triangle is going to be congruent to each other. We can prove them congruent, right? This is going to be 25 because they are mirror images of each other, correct? Na? So once we can see that this is 25, this entire side is going to be 7 plus 25, which is going to be 32. So this entire side length is 32 now. Now forget about this. Now take this triangle only. This entire side is 32. This is 34. Using the Pythagorean theorem, you can solve this side. This is going to be 40. So now once you got 40, what you can do, you can take the half of it. This is the 40 was the diameter of the semicircle. So these two sides are going to be 20, 20. Now erase this portion. We don't need it, right? We have this line segment which was 25. Take this particular triangle. We have 25 as hypotenuse, 20 and x are the sides of the triangle. You can solve for the value of x using the Pythagorean theorem again. It would be x square plus 20 square is equal to 25 square. On solving, you will be getting the value of x as 15. So the final answer for x is 15. Shashi is right. Derry, yes, thanks for that. Uzair 20 is incorrect. Raju 7 is incorrect. I hope it is clear to you now. 15 is right, duck. Okay, Ashneep, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I got your concept. Okay, these two angles are equal, right? You are saying like these two angles are opposite angle and they are equal. For sure. But what about these? These two angles are not looking like equal, right? So for parallelogram, this should also be equal. They should the opposite angle of all of the opposite angles must be equal. Both pairs should be equal. Alari, yes, you are right. Pradeep got it correct now, 15. I hope it is clear to every one of you now, right? It's okay, but Ashray, I hope it is clear to you now. All right, guys, this was the last question, and it has been already more than 1 hour, so we are not going to have the next question, guys. Hariom, we can have the next one tomorrow. Think about me also because I have been giving inputs from 1 hour continuously, right? Tomorrow at the same timing we will be having the session at 7:15, or maybe by the time 7:30 it's going to start. You can turn on your notification, and even if it's the notification will not work for you guys, you can get online by 7:30. We'll have that. Okay, bye Uzair, bye. Pradeep, arithmetic question now. Pradeep, what you can do, there is an email. I i have shared my email ID in the description. You can email those questions, whatever the question you want me to solve or you want me to discuss in the live session. You can email those questions and let me know your grade so that I can arrange the question as per that. Bye random, bye Ashri, bye Shashi. Grade, okay Ashri, you are in night. Okay, most of the time we are having the problems from grade 9 or 10, or right, so it's going to be okay for you guys. I'm asking from Pradeep. He keep on asking like bring arithmetic question. He's an arithmetic or algebra lover maybe. People is in grade 8, upgraded from grade 7. Okay guys, I think Pradeep is not here now. We'll keep it. I'm not going to wait for him now. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Pradeep, I was asking like in which grade you are or what you are doing right now, so that I can get to know your level, so that I can bring the questions accordingly. Are you there? Bye, BV. Okay, you are preparing for competitive exams. Okay, we can have those like number series and all, right? People, we are already done with perimeter and area question today only. You can check the live stream once I'm going to end it, right? Okay, guys, I'll keep in mind Pradeep. We'll bring number series question for sure for SSC. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Good night.